Alrighty guys, so our ISO rack pull. Now, a couple ways you can do this. You obviously don't need weight, okay? Because we're gonna have something like a safety, which can come out in the hook version like this, or some of your other common rigs like Rogue may have the pin that runs through in between the rig itself. Now, with this guys, we're gonna use our ISOs in order to get used to a position, and very commonly we're going to be exerting almost maximal strength. So you're really trying to pull or push, whatever the ISO is. In this case, we're trying to pull somewhat as hard as we can. Now, it's crucial that, especially with our online programming, you look in the notes, because it's going to commonly say where we want it set up. So for example, we may want to be working below the knee on the deadlift. So we would have to set the J hooks up, and so the bar itself is below the knee. We may be doing a mid-thigh pull. So it's not technically the middle of the quad, it's a little bit lower than middle. So a mid-thigh pull. So if we're doing that for our ISO rack pull, it will be in the notes. We want to make sure we set it up accordingly. When we're pushing, guys, always important. Remember, 3 points of contact with our foot. Big toe, pinky toe, heel of the foot. We need to really be pulling there. We want to make sure we're not leaning over. If we are leaning over, you're going to feel it in the lower back. Make sure that we're sitting into that. We're staying up that little bit higher, because we're in that mid-thigh pull. If we go down a little bit lower, then yes, the hips are going to be back a little bit more. They're still up, however. But our ISO, guys, obviously looking in the comments, want to make sure that we set up the safeties, be it hook version or pin, and going through our ISO there.